Hello guys, this is Jackbot, and today it's finally time. On ReviewBot today, we will be reviewing Season 2 Dose of Steven Universe.
Believe in
Garnet, Amethyst, and Pearl, and Steven!
Sir, how do you feel about the crystal gems attracting an onslaught of dangerous space beings? Do you feel safe? Hey, you can't keep quiet forever!
Starting off, once again, at the F tier. There's only one episode, I would say, that deserves to be in the F tier. Rising Tides, Crashing Skies. It just sucks. Like, it's so bad. Ronaldo. It's another Ronaldo episode. Who even, do I need to say anything else? There's actually not as many episodes in this season because, I don't know, they screwed up the season, like, order of episodes, or not order of episodes, but number of episodes for each season. So season 1 is like 50 something, then this one is like 20. So yeah, that's kind of weird. But anyways, D tier.
Wow, how are you able to swim to the bottom of the ocean?
It was easy. I'm a really good swimmer.
Love Letters. I believe this is the one where Jamie, the mailman, is falling for Garnet, but Garnet's like, nope. Already in a relationship. Obviously, we know this already. I don't know. It's just kind of boring. Jamie's kind of funny, I guess. But overall, it's just kind of pointless. Historical Friction. Is it another Jamie episode? I think it's the other Jamie episode where they put on the play, right? Maybe? Oh. Actually, no, I don't think that's it. T-shirt Club, top of D tier. This actually is a very funny episode. But I actually kind of like the city episodes where it's just they're talking to townspeople or whatever. I think they're fine. A lot of people don't like them. I think they're fine. But this one, I mean, it's fine. It's funny. It has some heartfelt stuff with the mayor and his son, who I'm forgetting the name of at this moment. But yeah, pretty good, I guess. C tier.
You're not still on about that dumb cartoon, are you?
Oh, right, the quiz. Do you get defensive when people ask you questions about the feelings you prefer to keep hidden?
Don't get all psychological on me, Steven.
Sorry?
Reformed. I believe this episode is about Amethyst, with her forming and all that. I believe, yeah, it's where she keeps switching like forms and stuff, and it's really weird. Like, one of them she has like really long toes, and the other one she has like one giant arm and one's really like wimpy arm or whatever. She has some really weird ones. So yeah, I mean, pretty good, kind of funny. I guess they're fighting a gem monster. Sadie's Song. This is actually a pretty good episode. I like the song in it. I like how Steven does the performance instead of Sadie. That was pretty funny. That's pretty much it. It was kind of boring. Because Sadie and her mom stuff is... I mean, it's very generic. But I feel like it works as much as they wanted it to. I don't know. It's not bad. Keeping It Together. I believe this is about Garnet. Oh! Is this a Garnet with the gem fusions episode? Or did I put that one up more? No, I guess I didn't. I don't know why I didn't put this one up there. This is a scary episode. This is a horrifying episode. Garnet is horrified by everything that is going on. Chillated. This is the one where Steven figures out that he has dream powers. He can go inside of people's dreams, and he finds out where Jasper and Malachite are. That is what it's about. Okay. Jasper and Malachite and Lapis. Yeah, and he talks to Lapis, and it's a pretty good episode. Onion Friend. This one is about Onion and Steven and their friends. And Onion episodes are always hilarious. They will never not be hilarious. So I mean, it's a pretty good episode. Top of C tier. Onion is very strange. Tier.
Here, Eth. You can borrow it my mother's sword, Eth.
Steven, that's so nice, if grammatically incorrect, but thou can't just givest me thine mother's sword.
Why not, Eth?
Because it's really important, if.
Nightmare Hospital. This episode is actually pretty freaky. Connie reveals to her mom that she has been training this whole time, and she has Rosa's sword, and they're fighting gem monsters, and it's kind of scary. I believe it was like an October Halloween episode, I think, when it came out. It's pretty good. Yeah, the action in it is very good. Lion is always good to see. Keystone Motel. This one is the Garnet when she unfuses, because they're all, you know, they're having an argument. They break apart, and we have some nice character stuff with both of these gems, Sapphire and Ruby. And I think it's a pretty good episode. That scene in the diner, dude. Cry for Help. This one is about, oh jeez, what is the gem's name? Oh, what's the gem fusion name? Oh no, I'm forgetting it. Garnet and Pearl fusion. And Amethyst gets really jealous, and turns out that Pearl was manipulating them, Garnet, the whole time into fusing just because she wants to. And that's one of the reasons why they break up in the Keystone Motel episode. And it also is a whole arc. It's a whole arc for Pearl. Yeah. It's a whole thing. Now, this may be a very controversial choice. You may be wondering why I didn't put Say Uncle in F tier. It's because I love Uncle Grandpa. Uncle Grandpa is a classic show. I'm glad that it ended. But it was wacky, it was crazy, and that is my kind of stuff. I really like this episode of Steven Universe. That's why it's in the middle of B tier, pretty much. I don't know why everyone says it's so bad, even though it's not canon. If you look at it going in as not canon, it's a fun, funny, goofy episode, and it's nothing more than that. It's nothing more. You don't have to look into it. Oh, Pearl doesn't act the way she... I don't care. I don't give a crap. It's Uncle Grandpa. Who cares? Friendship. This is the episode where they finally reveal Peridot has been on Earth the whole time. I believe. Yeah, Peridot is on Earth, and they find Peridot and they fight her a little bit, and we finally get the resolution to the Garnet and Pearl story arc that's been going on the whole time. And they finally make up, and they're good now. They're good. And they use their fusion to break out of this like little box they're closing into, instead of Pearl just manipulating Garnet into doing it. Great episode. Back to the barn. Peridot has been released because she got bubbled. We finally learn about the cluster. And Peridot is like, we gotta build a drill and do all this stuff to stop the cluster. And you guys, I'm gonna help you guys out. And she doesn't become a crystal gem quite yet. But her and Pearl do have a giant mech battle to see who's better. And Pearl loses, but it doesn't matter because it was a fun time. And Peridot's like, what the heck? I won. Why is everyone... Yeah, it's a very Peridot character-centric episode, so very good. Top of B tier, The Answer. This episode, I've seen this episode a million times. It is very overplayed, like on Cartoon Network itself. Yeah, I've seen it so many times, but it is a good episode. That's the only reason I put it in B tier, was because like I've seen it so many times, but it's a really good episode. The origin of Ruby and Sapphire, how they made Garnet, and how they met Rose Quartz and Pearl. Yeah, it's great. A tier. I told you this was going to be a short episode.
Cluster, you insufferable half-formed traitor megaclods!
Oh my gosh, you're so cute!
My limb enhancers! Where are my limb enhancers?
Aw, you're like an angry little slice of pie.
Stop talking!
Catch and release. This is the one where they catch Peridot and they release her, and she doesn't want to tell them anything, and she hides in the bathroom. That's pretty much all that happens, literally. Pretty good episode. Pretty funny stuff with Peridot there. And yeah, when they catch Peridot, it's pretty funny. And they throw our lemon hingers into the ocean. Too Far. This one is another barn episode with Peridot and Amethyst. And they're kind of getting to know each other a little bit. And Peridot is making these. I think this is where Peridot gets the tape recorder, so she can record herself doing stuff, talking and doing things. Yeah. Pretty good episode, pretty good character episode for Amethyst and Peridot. And they go to the kindergarten, so that's pretty cool. Go back to the kindergarten. Story for Steven. This one is a very good Greg flashback episode. He's telling Steven the story of how he met his mom. It's How I Met Your Mother. Get it? Because that's the name. Seeing all the gems in like the 70s or 80s or whatever it is pretty cool. Seeing Rose and Greg meet up for the first time, it's great. It's great. And Marty is the worst character in the Steven universe. I said it right here. Stupid. Sworn to the Sword. This is the Connie training episode where she learns how to sword fight. And it is awesome, and there's a lot of sword fights in it. And Pearl's teaching her how to sword fight. And Steven and Connie, they finally figure out that they just work together. They just work together. I guess that was the moral of this story. That they're gonna fight. They're gonna fight for each other instead of Connie just fighting for Steven. Yeah. Very good episode. The song in it is great. Yeah. And now for the 2 episodes in S tier.
Oh, Stephen, there's one more thing I had to mention.
What is it?
I love you. Bye.
See you later!
Number 1, When It Rains. Now, a lot of people will not put this episode in S tier, but I will. I am. I'm putting it in S tier. For one reason and one reason alone. So Peridot, she comes out of the bathroom. She's like scared of Steven or whatever. She's scared of the rain and the lightning, and it's raining outside. And she's like, well, I have no idea what's going on. I'm so scared. And Steven goes out, and he's just like, oh, like that's pretty much the whole episode. Is Peridot's like, what is this? What is that? And she's trying to figure out how Earth works, and she's trying to get accustomed to it. Steven goes outside, and it's like, it's just rain. And just the scene of Peridot touching the rain for the first time, hesitant at first. And then she steps out into the rain, feeling the rain for the first time on Earth. And Steven is just running around playing. And she's just standing there, just crying, and the rain is pouring out. That is the stuff that I like to see in Steven Universe. I like to see this deep stuff. I like to see this just, it's so amazingly simple. And yet, this is probably one of my favorite episodes of Steven Universe of all time. Just because of that one scene alone. I'll just watch that scene over and over again. It's like magical. But it's not the best episode of season 2. We need to talk. Obviously. Another Greg prequel episode. We see Rainbow Quartz for the first time. Pearl and Rose fusion. We get the love story between Rose and Greg. And then Greg tries to fuse with Rose because he's stupid and he doesn't know how it works. And, oh yeah, that's the one scene that put it all the way up for me. When they're dancing, Greg's trying to fuse and he's like, what? It didn't work? Because he's stupid. And then they just talk and they just dance around and they laugh. And then Pearl's like, why are they celebrating? It didn't work. And then Garnet says in this classic line,
It didn't work.
Yes, it did.
What?
It worked.
I think this one's my favorite.
I think he's her favorite too.
Garnet is a freaking savage. Overall, season 2 of Steven Universe, there's a lot of classic episodes. There's a lot of really good episodes in here. So I think I'm going to give season 2 of Steven Universe an 8.5 out of 10 overall. Very good. Very, very good. 2 of my favorite episodes of the entire series. Also, Say Uncle is the best. I don't know why everyone always calls it stupid. It's just goofy. It's just wacky. Stop looking into everything. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I already talked about that. But yeah, next time, Amazing Spider-Man 2 review. I'm going to go in positive. And I'm definitely not going to come out positive. So yeah. Tell me what you guys think of Steven Universe Season 2 in the comments. If you watched it or if you haven't. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Oh yeah, working on Rocket and Groot back here. And also another Steven Universe thing coming out sometime. I don't know when. But I will see you guys in the next one. Farewell.